And being the loving brother that I am, I chose to walk backward down the stairs for the sake of my bull-carrying brother. For those of you wanting to be on reality TV, here's a tip to remember. If your show's producer can't stop smiling from ear to ear before filming a scene, you may want to ask why. Halfway down the stairs, we faced the gruesome reality that our producer had left the toilet full. Once the water started spilling out of the sides, it was all she wrote for us. We barely made it down the stairs before we dropped to our knees and started to dry heave. "Hold the moment, boys," he said. "Embrace this moment. We're going to kill them with this footage," yelled our producer. We weren't interested in killer footage at that moment. We were interested in killing our producer. For nearly 5 weeks, we did some of the craziest stuff we've ever done in a house, stuff we hadn't seen on TV before, all to embrace the exhilarating moments of house flipping. Whatever the cost, right? During the first week of filming, one of the executives from HGTV came in town to check on the show. He was eager to take us out for a steak dinner the night he arrived, so when we wrapped filming for the day, we headed uptown to get our steak on. Just before we dove into our fillets, he leaned back in his chair and said, "Okay, guys, I've got to tell you, you're about to be known by millions of people. Nobody knows you right now, but very soon, millions of people are going to discover you and start checking you out. We're going to reveal your show at the New York City upfronts." "Okay, that's cool. We get it. Can you pass the salt?" He continued, "We've been following your Twitter posts, and we noticed that you guys tweet a lot of stuff about your faith, and you even speak about controversial issues. We don't mind you talking about your faith, but speaking about the controversial stuff may give people the impression that you're haters, and I don't want people thinking something about you that you're not." The conversation started getting real. We tuned in a bit more closely. "David tweeted something about your dad baptizing Jane Roe of the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision. In 1995, our dad had the privilege of leading Norma McCorvey to faith in Jesus Christ. If that name sounds familiar to you, it's because Norma is also the Jane Roe from the infamous Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision which legalized abortion in the United States." He finished by saying, "That may be a little much for us right now." At this point, we stopped eating. Our appetites faded as fast as our heart rates elevated. We thought, "Oh boy, here we go again. It's coming." Have you ever wondered why all the fuss on the earth? Think about it. So much turmoil, fighting, and bickering all the time. From the Middle East conflict to the bully in kindergarten to the halls of our legislature, there's always a clash, a fight taking place every day. Well, the Bible has a lot to say about this. In particular, the book of Revelation sheds an incredible amount of light on all this fighting. We'll talk more about this in chapter 19, but at first glance, Revelation is tough to understand. Yet the overall message of the book is actually pretty simple. There are just 2 basic facts to remember. 1, there are 2 kingdoms, the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness, and they are in conflict. They are enemies with no option for peace. This is a fight to the death. 2, by the end of the book, one kingdom has destroyed the other, utterly and completely. That's the message of the book of Revelation. And if you haven't guessed it by now, the kingdom of God, light, destroys the kingdom of Satan, darkness. Nestled into the middle of this book is the scene of the original battle that started in heaven and now rages here on the earth. Satan threw the first punch and tried to take authority away from God. He wanted it all for himself. However, God defeated Satan and tossed him and his followers, angels like himself, now called demons, out of heaven. In Revelation 12:11, we read this powerful verse, "And they overcame him because of the blood of the Lamb and because of the word of their testimony."